There you go. Now
All right, we're back. I hope you guys can hear me. The deer head still there, and
Is how it started?
yeah, it starts like that, and then the questions pop up. We have 13 viewers, 37 viewers. All right, you people are back on this with me. Sorry, it's the first time, and what happened was my keypad to my apartment dials my cell phone, and we just had a delivery. So the delivery man cut off the cell phone interview. It's okay. We're all here. Continue with the questions. I'll continue sitting here. I'll continue sitting here talking to you people. All right. Let's see. Where are we?
Someone just asked about South of Nowhere. Where would you be if you...
Oh, right. South of Nowhere. Somebody asked South of Nowhere. Hi, Brazil. I love you, Brazil. Had I not gotten cast on South of Nowhere, there would be a good chance I would have pursued some sort of amateur fighting career and maybe potentially moved to a professional fight career. I'm a huge boxing fan. I love boxing. The only reason I stopped boxing is because my face couldn't have any more bruises on it because of this job. Yeah, that's pretty much where I'd be. What made you realize that you wanted to be an actor? Edward Norton in American History X. I thought the transformation was incredible. And Mark Wahlberg in some other movie. Not 100% sure what it was, but Mark Wahlberg and Edward Norton are two of my favorites that kind of got me in this business for sure.
This is what's wrong with America. They packaged everything.
Do you still do karaoke at Supernatural cons? Of course I do. Do you still breathe air? I love doing karaoke Friday nights at the Supernatural conventions. It's a great time. If you're a General Hospital fan and you happen to be in one of the cities that we're doing a Supernatural convention in, you ought to show up because it's a good time for all. I'm sure you guys will get along. How does it feel to be an amazing guy? Well, let's start by saying thank you, and I think it feels great. If you say I'm an amazing guy and I feel great, then apparently being an amazing guy feels great. So thank you. That's very flattering. Show us your hair. This mess, there's a lot of hair up here. That's that. So I sang with you. If you could be on any TV show, what would it be? General Hospital. I'm on it. I'm doing it. General Hospital, Supernatural, How to Get Away with Murder. Those all live very lively in my heart right now. If I could go back to all of them, of course I'm on General Hospital right now. Look at that. How many people have one of these hanging up their head? I like working in television. I like working and doing what I love. So I'm a fan of the shows that I work on, and through living the storylines, you become much more of a fan than you could have ever imagined. You guys realize this is the longest my hair's been since forever. It's so much that I can only see you out of one eyeball right now. Okay. Let's keep this party going. Would you ever dye your hair? Of course I would. Dye it, shave it. What's your favorite Jewish holiday and why? I like all holidays, all religions. You name it. I like eating and drinking and having fun with family, and that's what holidays are all about, loving each other and eating too much. And I'm really good at that. You're rocking hat hair, yes. It's hat hair. Will you be able to continue Supernatural conventions, or is GH schedule too busy? That's a good question. We're going to do our best to show up at every Supernatural convention and possibly General Hospital conventions if I get those invites or wherever. I am big on being in touch with the fan base. I like to give back to you guys. You guys support us and everything we do. I want to hug every one of you and thank you and support you the same way you support us. So I'll continue to try to do all the conventions for all the TV shows forever. What's your favorite animal? Big fan of dogs. I've always been a dog guy my whole life. So I'd have to say dogs are kind of my favorite animal. The girls in my office are going gaga over you right now. Oh my god, girls in the office. Oh, I missed your name. Sorry. Do you, your wife, and your son get to travel with you? Yes, My wife used to travel to many of the conventions with me, but since we have such a young son at 10 months old, he's not traveling yet, but he will. He will probably in next year or the year after that, for sure. I love traveling. I think it's so important. And the fact that I get an opportunity to do it and be so hands-on with the people in those different cultures and different cities that I visit, it's a phenomenal thing. I want my son to witness it as much as my wife and I have. All right, continuing with some questions. Look, I'm this is like the girl I would be. I would always be like, so I can't stop twirling my hair right now. Would you want more kids in the future? Let's talk about that. No, no, not right now. And it's not what you think. It is challenging and tiring and exhaust everything. Having kids extremely difficult, but it's so extremely rewarding. Right now, and my wife and I talk about this often, we won't make a decision if we're having another kid until if and when it happens, or 2-3 years from now, because it's so scary to think, and parents will tell you this, that this isn't a problem, but it's so scary to think that you love one child so much, you've had this perfect child, and you feel like I'm playing with my hair, looking like I'm talking to myself in the mirror. The biggest fear for me about having another child is that I won't be able to love that child as much as I'm in love with the child that I have now. So that is my biggest fear. I know that's not a real fear. People say you love your children differently, and it's as much, it's just different. They're different kids. So I don't know. More kids, I have no idea. Right now, one is all I can handle. First time father, first time, having a real family by myself, and being kind of in charge, and it's crazy and tiring and exhausting, but it's the most rewarding thing you'll ever do. We're at the end of the day, if we're humans and we're not helping one another or helping our families, we're not doing what we were placed here to do, because our jobs aren't that important and our clothes don't matter and the car you drive is absolutely ridiculous. And if we're not helping each other, we're missing the human experience. We need to do more for each other. We need to love each other and do things that will help progress each other's future, and that's the kind of the root of why we're here, and we can't forget that. I think we get so caught up in everything else and we forget to do it. All right, back to the questions. That was tangent. Say hello to me, make my day. Hey, Haley McGowan. All right, what are your hobbies? Boxing is my only hobby right now. Boxing and building things. I build furniture. I was a private contractor in college, so I kind of build a lot of things around my house. So right now it's just boxing and building. I'm getting ready to move into a new house, so there's going to be plenty of projects for me. Did you... okay, I missed that question. How is your boxing going? My boxing is going slow because I was boxing a lot before I had a kid, and now whenever I have a free moment, I want to spend it with that kid, so I rush home instead of rushing to the boxing gym, which means I'm not boxing that much these days, but it's okay. I will get back to it. I own a boxing gym. How can you be so positive all the time? Because there's no other choice. I spent 10 years depressed and dark, and then I decided I'm not going to be unhappy anymore. Even when days are rough and days are bad, I'm just going to get up and make the most out of it and smile and try not to get irritated about the things that irritate me, because life is short and I love to be alive and I love people, and we should just all be happy. We live, I'm guessing most of the people here in the United States right now, but America's a great country. It's one of the greatest countries in the world. So what do we have to complain about? It's far worse in other places. Find a reason to be positive, and you'll find a reason to be positive. How's that for a quote? Continuing. Oh my God, calm down. Elizabeth Edwards, don't you tell me to calm down. It's my cousin's birthday. Angela Phillips, happy birthday to your cousin. How is your baby? My baby's fantastic. How many tattoos do you have? We don't talk about our tattoos right now. I'm kidding. I have a bunch of tattoos, but they're all on my upper hip and leg, and Honestly, they're nothing you want to look at because they're not that fancy. It's a bunch of stuff that I've kind of drawn and created to resemble my family and always have my family and the situations in my life that are important to me with me all the time. So it's kind of a pad of information on my leg that nobody wants to look at. But you know what they say, don't trust a person without a bad tattoo. So this guy right here, he's really trustable. Can you say hi to Mexico? Mexico, how you doing? Val W. Gonzalez. Mexico in the house. We're back up to 545 viewers. We had like 3,000 or 4,000 before, but we lost them. Maybe people don't know we got back on here. Maybe they do. Maybe they're tired of listening to me ramble. It's like 11:30. I'm tired. How do I stay awake? Alex Elizabeth Beswick, you must be in the UK, right? 11:30. It's 3:30. 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30. Yep, you are in the UK, aren't you? Got you. Way to stay awake. Way to stay awake. Well, I don't know how much longer I can do this because I'm starting to hear baby whine in the background. But we'll see. Ooh, I can go back through your questions. Look at that. Look at that. Did you know Maurice loves boxing? I found out Maurice loves boxing, and now I love that he loves boxing. Scroll up here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, the comments stopped, so I'm scrolling back up. That's what's happening. You are beyond entertaining. This is making my day. Just listen to you ramble. Well, Ada, your name has to be Ada Maynard. Ada Maynard. That's what we're going to say your name is right now. I'm glad that I'm entertaining for you. I like spending time with the fans, and this is fantastic. They, GH wanted me to set up this page, and it's great because I'm going to be super in touch with you guys through Facebook, which is awesome. What happens if I refresh that? Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, we're doing great. We are doing great. Let's see. Let's go to the bottom again. Well, the questions have stopped. I'm not sure what that means. So I think this might be hi and bye to some of you and bye to many of you. And thank you to all of you wonderful people. You have me here rocking some serious bird nest hat hair. And this was fun. This was like our first day doing something awesome as a multi-fandom Facebook chat. I enjoyed this. Let's do this again. Let's do this often. When are we going to do it again? I don't know. Soon? That would be safe to say. Thank you, General Hospital fans, Supernatural fans, How to Get Away with Murder fans, South of Nowhere fans, all the fans. I hope you guys can all get along and be happy, and I wish nothing but love, peace, and happiness to all you people. Smile. The world is great. You're great. There's so many fantastic things. There's so many hard, difficult times you'll go through in your life, but focus on the good stuff. Watch General Hospital, watch Dr. Monroe potentially cause some drama and daytime drama, and I'll see you soon. I miss you already. Bye, beautiful people.